sorry. I'm not interested in negotiating some mutual strategy. Having sex with you was one of the worst mistakes of my life, and what I want to do about it is pretend it never happened.
You're sure?
Yes, I'm sure, Doc. Why? Do you want it to be the lead story in your next broadcast?
Why don't you just relax? Well, remember, you and I are both on the same side.
Oh, how could that possibly be true?
You think I want people to know about this? Trust me, I don't.
By people, you mean Margot?
Yeah, that's right. She's one of them. Because I know you two are close.
Not close enough to admit that I was hiding in the bathroom when she showed up. So degrading.
Well, good. Yeah, because the less she knows, the better.
You are amazing. You could care less how this has impacted my life. All you care about is it going to mess up your chances with Margot.
Wrong. I just want to know that you meant what you said last night about not going public with this.
Doc, I'm not some football groupie who's going to brag to the world about how I got you into bed. I'm a mature, intelligent woman who lost her mind last night, and the only thing I want to do is never mention it again.
That's fine with me, all right? I just want to make sure you or Margot don't get hurt.
I have got a purse full of tissues here, and I'm not afraid to use them. I don't think I'm going to be able to say goodbye to Katie without... Tom? What's going on?
Why don't you tell me?
I just got here. Is something wrong?
Something's wrong. Something's very wrong.
Message. Could you please give me a call? Cabot won't stop crying, and I am losing what little patience I have left. Okay? Thanks, sweetie. You know how it is. Bye.
What's wrong? Is it his teeth again?
Oh, it could be stomach flu or colic. The need to torture his mother.
Well, give him to me.
Decorations are up. Food is out. Are you ready?
Oh, I don't know. This all happened so fast. It still feels like a dream.
Yes, it is. You and I planning to start a whole new life down under.
Saying goodbye to my family, our friends.
I know it's going to be tough. You know, but you get to meet my friends. We'll start our own family. When we're ready, I'm not rushing you. We don't have to do it right now.
I know. I'm just nervous leaving everything that I know.
Sweetheart, you don't have to be nervous. Baby, it's just gonna be you, me, and the greatest country on earth.
All right, well, just keep telling me how wonderful it's gonna be. Just keep telling me that until we get on that plane tomorrow.
It's without a doubt gonna be the greatest adventure you and I have ever had. We're gonna have the life we always wanted.
Will you help me put on my necklace? The guests are gonna be here any minute.
Absolutely.
Tell me what's wrong.
Be careful what you ask for.
Oh, you're here. Good. How are you, dear? Hi, Graham.
Kim and Bob will be right down. You told her the bad news, I guess.
No, he didn't.
You know the silver locket that we're giving to Katie, all of us for our going away present. The jeweler was not able to get the engraving done in time.
That is too bad.
Well, I know we can send her the locket in Australia, but I was so looking forward to seeing Katie's face the first time she put that locket on.
Yeah, so was I. That was what I was about to tell you.
Oh,
I suppose you told Margot about the gift, huh?
yeah, that's a tough break, yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, Katie doesn't really need gifts tonight. All she needs to know is that we're really going to miss her and that we love her a lot. That's what matters, right?
That is true. Love is what matters. At least it's supposed to.
Do you still want to borrow earrings from me?
Yeah,
I mean, if you do, we should go out and look.
I knew I'd forgotten something. Be right back.
Did you say anything to Margot?
What about her affair with Doc Reese?
Now, stop saying that like it's a foregone conclusion. Because it isn't. I just thought maybe you said to her that there's something that you two need to talk over later.
I didn't say anything to her, Dad. I'm still too busy trying to figure out how I'm going to get some confirmation for what she's done.
Look, this is going to be a tough night for Margot. I don't think it's a great time to start grilling her.
Forget about Margot. I'll go ask Doc Reese.
Now you're concerned about whether or not Margot gets hurt, when you have done everything except throw a net over her head to drag her into the sack.
How much has she told you?
Enough to know that yesterday wasn't the first time you two were alone.
You know, I'll admit it. I've had something from Margot from the day I set foot in this town. Yeah, I never could shake that feeling. And to be honest, I didn't even want to try. But with you, oh, just like a bomb went off. No warning.
Well, congratulations, Doc. Another entry for your scrapbook, and you didn't even have to work for it.
That is not what I meant. I just don't think you should beat yourself up over something that wasn't premeditated. It just happened, Jessica.
You know, that is the oldest, the lamest excuse in the book.
You know, why do you always got to put an ugly face on this? I mean, who's to say if you and I had met a couple years ago when we were both free, that we wouldn't have developed a nice, comfortable relationship?
Oh, look, Doc, if you're trying to say that you could have feelings for me or anybody else, just don't bother, okay? Because everybody knows you're a player, you're a womanizer.
You know, what does that make you? Huh? Because if I recall last night, I didn't push you into that bed, Jessica. You jumped. So if you want to go ahead hating yourself about this, you go right ahead. But you know, I am sick of your attitude, and I've had enough of it to last a lifetime.
Hey, Doc. Do not use that tone talking to my wife.
Oh, you're gonna like this, Cabot. It's gonna put you right to sleep.
Hey, wait. It's not too hot?
Oh, I already checked. See? Pretty toasty in there, right? I wish somebody would do that for me sometime.
Hey. Hey. Here, take this, would you? Hey. That's incredible.
You should see me change a diaper.
Huh. I could definitely use a break.
Look, Rosanna, I know how happy it makes you to have Cabot back in your life, but to do everything by yourself just doesn't make any sense. You need someone to help you with him. Otherwise, you're...
Sounds like you're applying for a job, Jordan. Is that your big plan? You gonna move in here and be Cabot's nanny?
Actually, I wouldn't mind that at all.
Katie! Simon! The man who came to breakfast, lunch, and dinner is home.
We're upstairs in the bedroom. Come on up.
Hey, sorry. Hey, I've been thinking about your trip to Australia, and I realize that there's an upside to it.
Really?
Absolutely. Let's just think about it. How many years have I just been a grain of sand in the underneath the eyelid of your relationship?
Oh, well, how many years has it been? 1, 2...
Right, absolutely. Okay, she understands. And the point I'm trying to make is that, you know what? I need my own life. I need my own relationships. And with you and Simon here, I'm never going to get off the ground. So I plan on looking at this departure as an opportunity, you know, one that I wish had happened much sooner.
You're miserable, aren't you?
You had your guess.
Oh.
I'm all right, I'm all right.
No. Listen, we're not going that far. Well, it's far, but listen, as soon as we get settled in, you can come visit us.
Absolutely, with a round-trip ticket. I'm gonna go wait for the guests.
Come here. I want you to do something for me.
Name it, anything.
Find a girl, fall in love, and show her the heart that you've shown me.
Okay, I'll get on that first thing in the morning. As for you, Doctor, why don't you take the rest of the afternoon off?
Henry, I'm serious.
Mm-hmm.
You are an incredible person, and you deserve to be loved.
Thanks. I'll do my best to make that happen, okay? In the meantime, I don't want you to worry about me or...
Oh, well, that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna worry about you and Margot and my niece and my nephews and 100 other people, all the way down to Craig, even.
What about Mike?
I couldn't forget about Mike, but he doesn't need me to worry about him anymore, so. Anyway, I want you to promise me that you will take Snickers over to Nancy's.
It's on my agenda.
And if Bo comes back, you'll take her over there, too?
Yeah, where is the little heartbreaker? I noticed that her part of the cage is still empty.
Well, Simon seems to think that she's out in the woods, but who knows? Maybe she'll come back.
I'll leave some pellets on that stump by the garden.
Okay, thanks. Should we go downstairs?
How do I look?
Like the best friend I ever had. Okay, you, I'm coming back to feed you one last time, my sweet.
Enjoy your meal, little friend. It won't just be the last time Katie feeds you. It'll be the last time Katie does anything.
I know that you are used to having Cabot to yourself, but he has a father now, a real one. And you have to make space in his life for me.
That sounds an awful lot like an ultimatum. And you know how I feel about those.
I don't want to turn this into a battle of wills, but I'm just asking for some time with my son. There's nothing unusual about that.
Hi. I bought those things you wanted, Jordan, and I thought you might need this. Is everyone okay? Well, we've certainly hit our quota of visitors for the day, haven't we? And a diaper bag. My, aren't we committed?
Well, I'm so glad that you noticed.
As you said, we have some things that we need to discuss, but I'm going to put Cabot down upstairs so he won't be disturbed.
Oh, I can do it.
Or me. No, I don't think so. It's my job.
You need any help?
No, thank you, but I could use some company. You terribly.
Same here. So, what'd you get?
A crib, toys, baby food, diapers. I had no idea what to get, but there must be some of the right things in there.
You're wonderful. Well, I guess I'll set up the crib when I get back.
Already done?
You set up the crib, too?
Alfonso, the Lakeview handyman. Yeah.
Smart.
Well, I didn't know if you'd be bringing Cabot back there today, and if you do, I want to make sure he feels at home. Make sure he feels at home where?
Jordan, if you want to be a parent, I am willing to put up with that. But Cabot does not leave this house without me.
Looked like you two were really getting into it.
Yeah, I got into a little one-on-one last night with a doorman whose brother used to play for the Bengals. One of those guys I knocked out of a game a few years back. My lawyer here was just reading me the riot act.
Well, it sounded like you were reading it to her.
I mean, you know how it is being a former defender, man. You can't get that stuff out of your blood sometimes. But she was right as usual. Now I'm going to take your advice and do what you said. Just make sure no one knows about my bad behavior.
That would be wise.
Hey, man. Didn't mean to shake things up, all right? You two have a good day.
Remember when Doc first came to town and I was so excited about getting to know him?
Yeah.
I'm not excited anymore. In fact, I'd like you to think about dropping him as a client.
Sweetheart, when did you tell me who I should or shouldn't have as a client? And anyway, he's good for my practice.
Well, he's bad for everything else. Well, the guy is high maintenance. Is he really worth it? It's like he lives to stir things up. I mean, any other time that might be fine, but we are trying to get pregnant here.
Are you sure that's still what you want to do? I mean, we've been having so many disagreements about it.
Of course that's what I want. I mean, I'm not sure how it's going to happen, but you and I are having a baby.
Okay? Thank you, sweetheart.
Yeah.
You know just what I need to hear.
Yeah. So, does that mean that you're going to think about telling Mr. Reese to find himself a new attorney?
Doc isn't important. I'm not going to let him get to me.
Asking Doc Reese if he's sleeping with your wife won't accomplish anything.
Well, it might give me a chance to punch him in the mouth.
That's exactly what I mean. Don't do anything that you're going to regret.
You know, when I think about all the problems that Margot and I have gotten through, this is the time of our life, our marriage, when we should be just relaxing and enjoying each other. Now the good times are finally here, and what does she do?
One more time. You don't know if she's done anything.
I do know, Dad, because I know Margot. What I don't know is how I'm going to get through this party pretending like nothing has happened.
Look, why don't I take Kim and your grandmother to the party, and you and Margot stay here and talk?
Okay, you guys, let's get in the car. The party's going to be over before we get there.
I see there.
Okay. Tom?
Welcome.
Hello.
Come on in.
Oh, we're going to miss you. Same here. Oh, I'll say we are going to miss you.
Tom?
I'm going to grab something to eat.
How are you? Hey, good to see you.
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing? Oh, God, baby, I know this is hard, but you and Simon, you're going to be really happy in Australia.
You know how I always used to get into trouble, you know, do stupid things without thinking them through?
Yeah, I remember every single one of them. Some I wrote down.
I never would have done them if it weren't for you.
Can you explain that better?
Absolutely. I always knew in my heart that you would never let anything really, really bad happen. You know, you would always bail me out, and I'm really gonna miss that feeling inside. I'm gonna miss you so much.
I miss you too, Katie. But listen to me. You and I, we don't have to be near each other to be close. Because we're always going to be a part of each other, right? I mean, I've got your liver. But you've got my heart.
Fun party, huh?
Yahoo!
I'm gonna go pull myself together.
Is everything okay?
No, it's not. I mean, Tom is just acting so strange. I think that he might know something.
What do you mean, know something like what?
About me and Doc.
Margot, no.
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm feeling so guilty about what I did. But I just... Well, you know what that feels like, hiding something from the man you love.
I'm not sure what you mean.
I mean, what happened between you and Marshall? I mean, granted, things didn't go that far with Doc, thank God, but it wasn't for lack of trying.
So Shannon works with Katie at the hospital.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
Hi.
So did you get somebody to cover your shift, or did you sneak out and hope that nobody noticed? Huh?
You know, I was just telling your dad how much fun it would be if we could all go to Australia. Wouldn't that be fun? You and Margot and the kids and your dad and me?
Okay. Hey, I should introduce Kim Hughes. This is Shannon Thomas.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you.
Hi, same here. Are you the Mrs. Hughes who owns WOAK?
Well, that depends upon if you want to complain about our programming.
I was going to ask about Doc Reese.
Oh, Doc Reese. Okay, I know exactly what you're going to ask, and the answer is yes. He's even more attractive in person.
See, the women at the hospital have this thing for Doc Reese. How about at your place?
My place?
Hey, you know, DA's office.
Oh, you know, I just try not to notice.
Snickers will be my first rabbit. Is there anything special I should know about her?
No. He's pretty low maintenance. But Katie's got a couple of books upstairs. When I get a chance, I'll go get them for you.
That would be helpful. I don't mind, Simon, telling you that I'm very sad that you're taking Katie away from us.
Look, I know she's going to miss you, too. I mean, you mean a lot to her. But if it makes you feel any better, I think this whole change is going to be great for us.
You mean because of where you found her when you came back here?
Yeah, well, I'm only sorry I didn't come back sooner. I mean, if someone had called me and told me that Pilar had sent Katie to a mental institution, then...
I didn't realize that you had known Pilar before you came back here.
I didn't. No, I'm just saying, I've heard so much about her since I've been back here, I feel like I know her, but no, I've never met her.
I saw you come out here. You okay?
Yeah, Margot and I should probably stay at your house and talk like you said. My first attempt to join the party was not a success.
What happened?
Oh, I don't know. Everybody going on and on about how all the women in Oakdale are so attracted to Doc Reese. You know, it's just not what I wanted to hear.
That's just party chatter. It doesn't mean anything.
It's not chatter when my wife is the one sleeping with the guy.
I look any better?
You look like you haven't got a care in the world.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I keep asking myself if I'm doing the right thing. But I made a choice. I know, it just wasn't always easy.
Mike. Look, baby, I know the last couple months have been really hard for you, but you did do the right thing. You stayed loyal to your husband.
Listen, I'm going to go grab that book for you, Mrs. Hughes. Don't you go anywhere, young lady.
Yep. It should work perfectly. Well, at least for me.
Somebody up here?
Coming up on As the World Turns.
If you expect me to just stand in the shadows waiting for permission to be his father, then you are in for a fight that will never end.
I'd like to propose a deal.
Who's that?
You please stop talking to me in riddles.
You want answers? Go get them from Doc Reese.
What?
I'm getting a little tired of you laying down the law to me, Rosanna. All Jen said is that...
Because she wants Cabot to feel at home someplace else.
It's only fair that Cabot spends some of his time with you and some of his time with me. I want him to be as comfortable at my place as he is here.
Cabot has been moved around enough. I want him to feel settled. I don't want to confuse him.
All right, well, that I can understand. We both want what's best for him, so for now, we will keep the status quo.
For now.
But if you expect me to just stand in the shadows waiting for permission to be his father, then you are in for a fight that will never end.
I'd like to propose a deal.
Don't do this. Jordan will twist everything around.
Actually, Paul, it was your idea. Jordan, how would you feel about moving in with me?
That was just a joke. I didn't think anybody would take me seriously.
Well, why not? Jordan wants to have more time with Cabot. I could certainly use the help. It might work out for everybody.
For how long?
Good question. Well, I'd rather not set a time limit. Let's just say until Cabot feels comfortable and you feel that you've bonded with him.
Okay, and then what?
Well, we could have our marriage annulled, certainly, and perhaps set up joint custody. We'll see. We'll move on.
Was it? Excuse me. You were willing to get on a plane and leave everything that you know behind to get away from Stenbeck. Now you're going to invite this into your home? James controls Jordan. Rosanna, please don't do this.
Jordan, I know you care about Cabot, but you don't have to go by her rules. Look, if the two of you don't mind, this is between Jordan and me. Jordan, what do you say? Shall I set up a room for you?
Okay. I'll move in.
Hello?
So charming, so handsome, and soon, so dead.
It's funny you brought that up, because to this day, not many people realize that the defense actually won that game.
Really? Well, it just seems so obvious.
Well, yeah, it's obvious to you because you know football. And I bet you know a couple other things, too. You know, I didn't catch your name, baby.
You slept with my wife, now you're gonna pay.
You slept with my wife, and now you're gonna pay.
Look, why don't you go home and wait for Margot there and stop torturing yourself?
Because this is supposed to be about Katie, and I'm not going to be rude.
I don't want to see you push past your limit. You don't want to explode in front of a room full of people.
Dad, I'm not going to do anything like that. I've got it under control.
Oh, good, there you are. Something's happened at the studio. I'm going to have to get over there.
You want me to go with you?
Oh, honey, no thanks. It's fine. I can handle it. You stay here. I'll be right back soon, okay? Colin, hi, it's me. Do you have any idea at all where Doc Reese is? Okay, great. No, don't call him. I'll get him myself.
It's almost over, big guy. This time tomorrow, and Katie and I are out of here.
You don't have to remind me.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't want to upset you.
That's not what I'm talking about.
And what's up?
I saw you, and I heard you talking to Mrs. Hughes, okay? And I heard the way you talked about Pilar, and it did sound like you knew her. And Simon, if that's true, I don't know what to think.
Me neither.
Come here, he's so beautiful when he's asleep.
You know, maybe I should go. Leave you guys alone together.
You're angry with me, aren't you?
No. No. Not even a little bit. I'm just confused.
Because I agreed to move in here.
Well, I just thought that we could have discussed it together first.
Well, you're right. I mean, I shouldn't have agreed to it so fast, but Jen, this is the first time that Rosanna has given me an inch. And if she's willing to allow me to spend this much time with Cabot, I have to seize the moment.
She'll still control every situation, even if you live here. Rosanna thinks that it's her divine right to call the shots. I'm sorry, but this place just brings back bad memories, and I don't want the two of us to become another one.
That's not going to happen. Okay, look. I know that we didn't count on me becoming a parent, but I am. And I can't walk away from it.
I don't want you to, Jordan. You know that. Cabot is your son, and I know that you have to take care of him. Only, I don't know where that leaves me.
What do you mean? Nothing has changed, Jen. Are you afraid that Cabot is going to come between us?
No. Well, I'm afraid of how I'll act or how I won't act. Or that you'll start to expect certain things from me and I won't be able to deliver.
No, I don't want you to give me anything that you can't give. You know, for whatever reason. But Cabot, he needs full-time parents right now, Jen. And me moving in here is the only way that I can give that to him.
Well, then that's what I want you to do.
Are you sure? You are an angel.
I'm in love.
Look, it's not going to go on forever, okay? One day soon, I'll be free of Rosanna and ready to make a home for Cabot. And I want you there with us, Jennifer. Because you are the only woman that I will ever want.
It's not too late, you know. You can still change your mind. Jordan comes back, you tell him that he can't move in.
I'm not going to do that.
You've already let Stenbeck get closer to Cabot than he should ever be. Putting Jordan here is like asking James to babysit.
I'll increase security at the gate.
You don't honestly think that that's going to stop my father?
I'll put guards on the roof. I'll put dogs in the yard. I'll do whatever it takes.
Why are you being so stubborn about this?
Do you think I want Jordan here, living with me? Of course I don't. I don't want him under my feet all the time. But I think it might be what's best for Cabot. And Carly has been at me constantly saying how a child needs two loving parents. And if Jordan wants to be a loving parent to Cabot, then I think it quite possibly could be cruel to deny Cabot that.
You want to talk about cruel? Let me explain to you how cruel my father can be.
I understand, okay? But didn't you also tell me that I should compromise with Jordan so James wouldn't get mad?
Compromise is one thing. Exposing yourself to danger, that's another thing.
I've made my decision, okay?
I'm sorry. I won't say anything else. But if James is going to be so close, you're going to need protection.
Okay, well, what's with you two? I mean, I have no idea who Pilar is, so what are we even talking about this for?
Well, Mrs. Hughes is pretty sharp. Something gave her that idea, I'm sure.
Yeah, well, listen, ever since I got back into town, I've heard all these horror stories about Pilar. Pilar did this, Pilar did that. So, yeah, I might have sounded a little familiar with it. Why is that so strange?
You're right, I'm sorry. I mean, it's just every time I hear that woman's name, it drives me up the wall.
Okay, so let's all make a little pact here. We're never going to mention Pilar again, right?
Fine by me.
Deal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's get back to business and saying goodbye.
Let's mingle.
You know, we had 5 architects bid on the ER expansion. The one we chose, it's just going to be state-of-the-art.
You know what, Bob? Could you excuse me? Because I really want to go talk to Tom.
Oh, you can talk to him anytime. You haven't heard all my doctor jokes.
I know all the punchlines. I'll take a rain check. You know, I've always had a thing for the strong, silent types. I just didn't know that you were one of them. You want to tell me what's on your mind?
I didn't think you were interested.
Oh, be good to my girl.
You bet I will.
And you, be good to yourself.
I'm gonna try.
Now, is there anything more I need to know before I take Snickers home?
No, I think you are all up to date bunny-wise. That's
Oh.
for you. I promised Snickers that I was gonna feed him one last time before we go.
Well, I'm gonna come with you.
Actually, I don't want it to sound stupid, but do you mind if I go alone?
No, that's fine. Sure. Go for it.
Snickers, are you up? I want to feed you before I go. Poor Katie. She's not gonna like this.
I know how Stenbeck tormented you, and I don't blame you for being cautious. But I promise you, I won't let him get the better of me.
Thank you. I hope you have a plan to stop him, because increasing security is... It's not going to be enough, and it is exactly what James is expecting you to do.
Cabot is still sleeping. That blanket trick is a miracle. Just one question, though. Are you sure it's still okay for me to move in here?
Positive.
Good. Well, then I will be back in a couple of hours with my things.
You're more than welcome. I hope that goes for me too, Rosanna. Because you should probably know I'm going to be spending a lot of time here.
And so will I.
Doc, I'd like to have a word with you.
Something the matter, Mrs. Hughes?
Maybe you should tell me. All right, this has gone on long enough. Something's bothering you, Tom, and I gotta know what it is.
You gotta get away from me, because I don't want to talk to you.
But why? What happened?
You think I have to answer that?
Yes, I think you do. I'm worried about you. I've never seen you like this before.
Well, that's funny. You see, that's exactly how I feel about you.
Would you please stop talking to me in riddles?
You want answers? Go get it from Doc Reese.
What?
You get it now, Margot? I know what you did.
Snickers, my sweet little angel. A lot of people think these animals never make a sound. But they do, you know. Especially when they're terrified. And today, we're going to find out what it's like to hear a rabbit scream.
On the next, As the World Turns.
Go out that window with me. Or all you'll have left is a nasty little bloodstain to remember him by.
Hey, yes, I did. I went to see Doc. That's who I was with last night.
I want to help you. I want to be there for you. I want to keep you safe.
Why is that, Paul? What's in it for you?